Hey, you guys, it's your girl Kamika, and welcome back to another Friday Facts. Now, listen, over the next couple of weeks, these Friday Facts are going to be one off little topics that, when you put them all together, are going to give you some really good, informative tips about hair structure, and why your hair may act the way it does, and how to treat your hair so that you can get the best results possible every single time. So, to be one subject at a time, today I want to start out with healthy hair is usually not easily moldable. And you may say, Kamika, what do you mean by that? I mean that healthy hair has a healthy, strong, keratin structure, and it doesn't want a lot to be done with it. Sorry about that, you guys. I had to change locations. My camera wasn't working properly where we were. But let's pick up where I left off. So, we were talking about how healthy hair does not like a lot of things being done to it. The healthier your hair is, the more resistant your hair will be to things such as combing, curling, washing to a degree, and we'll get into that in another Friday fact, as well as roller setting, relaxers. There is a reason why they began to create extra strength relaxers. Because for some of us who had not only thicker, or as we discussed before, coarser strands, but healthier hair, it was harder for the relaxers to penetrate the hair structure and be able to relax it. So extra strength relaxers were created for those two reasons, in addition to probably some other ones. But the healthier your hair is, the more resistant it is to styling techniques that we regularly use. Why? Because hair wants to be like most natural structures. It wants to stay in its most natural environment, most natural structure with the right pH and the right lipid balance structure. It doesn't want a whole bunch of manipulation. So if you find that your hair often will take a style but won't hold a style, if you find that your hair seems wiry at times, stop and think about, is my hair healthy? The healthier your hair is, the more resistant it's going to be to styling and things like that. So, because hair does not want to be overly manipulated, you should really incorporate low manipulation styles to keep your hair as healthy as possible. A lot of times you'll see women with this really beautiful long hair, and majority of the time what they're doing is they're just putting their hair in buns, or they're putting their hair in protective styles. And they're doing that because, number one, their hair doesn't really flourish in a whole bunch of out styles. By the way, this is about a 5-day old twist out. Their hair may not function past this. You know, for me, I'm going to be putting my hair back up in protective styles, mini twists, to keep my hair and my hands out of my hair. But if your hair is healthier, it doesn't want a whole bunch of manipulation. It doesn't want a whole bunch of curls, stack curls and crimps and twists and all, twist outs, excuse me, and all of that. So think about that when you're dealing with your hair. The healthier your hair is, the less manageable, in a sense, it will be. And I hate using the term manageable, because I all hair is manageable. All hair is, I think manageable is sort of like a curse word when it comes to hair, because especially when it comes to your more afro textured hairs, because my hair doesn't need to be managed. My hair needs to be styled. It's beautiful, fearfully, and wonderfully made, so I don't need to abuse it or abuse it into subjection. So I hate the word manage when it comes to hair, even though we all often use it. But yeah, the healthier your hair is, the less it wants to play right. The less it wants to mind. So keep that in mind when you are doing your styling and your hair care routine. Keep in mind that your hair wants to stay as close to its natural state as possible. And it would do you good to help it to stay in its most natural state, so that it could be healthy, and so that it could flourish, so that it could hold its shape, grow, retain length, and hold on actually to its color as well. All right, you guys, that's our Friday fact.